Aphrodite, the eternal goddess of love. Before time was counted, before the first seed of Olympus took root, there was only the boundless sea and the eternal sky. From their meeting came whispers, and from those whispers, the promise of beauty itself. It was in that silence, in that sacred void, that Aphrodite stirred, a living embodiment of love, desire, and the longing that threads through all hearts. She was to be the pulse that would awaken gods and mortals alike, a force at once gentle and inexorable. The sea foamed and quivered, 1,000 waves trembling as the heavens parted. From the severed essence of Uranus, cast into the deep by the hands of Cronus, a being of such radiance arose that the world itself paused. Aphrodite, crowned in the salt, sweet spray of the ocean, floated upon a scalloped shell, her hair flowing like liquid gold, her eyes brighter than dawn. The winds, playful and curious, carried her to the shore of Cyprus, where the rocks bent to meet her feet, and the flowers opened as if they had waited centuries to bloom. The Horae, guardians of the seasons, draped her in robes woven from sunlight and morning mist. Doves circled overhead, cooing a hymn to her beauty. Even the other gods watched in awe, some in wonder, some in envy, for no being had ever embodied desire so completely, nor wielded it so subtly, yet so powerfully. On Olympus, her presence was both blessing and disruption. Hephaestus, the master of fire and craft, was given her hand. His eyes, kind yet weary from labor, saw in her something beyond mortal understanding. Yet while he built golden thrones and forged weapons that could split mountains, Aphrodite's gaze wandered elsewhere. Her heart, free and unbound, sought the flame of passion, and it was Ares, the god of war, who answered. Together, they moved like storm and sun, a fire that could not be contained. Their union gave rise to Eros, the winged god whose arrows would weave fate through the hearts of gods and mortals alike. Love, in all its complexity, had now taken tangible form, and its echoes would be felt across ages. Though divine, Aphrodite was ever drawn to mortals. She lingered where hearts were pure, where beauty and courage intertwined. To Adonis, the mortal youth of unmatched grace, she gave her tender affection. They wandered through gardens and forests, reveling in the fleeting nature of life and the sweetness of love. Yet fate, ever relentless, claimed him. When the wild boar struck, Aphrodite's grief was immense. Her tears mingled with his blood and gave rise to the first anemones, forever a symbol of love's delicate fragility. Aphrodite's influence extended beyond individual hearts. She whispered to Paris of Troy, guiding him to choose her as the fairest among goddesses. In her promise, he found the love of Helen, and through that union, the fires of war were ignited. Thousands would fall, kingdoms would crumble, yet love and desire remained the invisible threads shaping every mortal and divine action. Across the lands, temples arose to honor her. From Cyprus to Corinth, from Athens to the farthest reaches of the Mediterranean, mortals built shrines, offered prayers, and sang songs in her name. She was worshipped in doves, roses, seashells, and mirrors, every symbol a testament to the many faces of desire. Sailors prayed for calm seas, brides for fruitful unions, and artists for inspiration, all invoking her eternal presence. Even among gods, Aphrodite's beauty and power provoked both admiration and jealousy. Hera watched with suspicion, Athena with careful calculation, yet even they could not deny her influence. Aphrodite's heart was complex. She could love deeply, yet her affections were capricious, responding to the currents of destiny and desire. She moved through Olympus and the mortal world alike, shaping lives with gentle hands or unseen whispers, her motives often as mysterious as the tides from which she was born. Through centuries, her name transformed. The Romans called her Venus, yet her essence remained unchanged. Poets, painters, and sculptors sought to capture her form, but no art could fully contain the living spirit of love itself. In every heartbeat, in every act of longing or tenderness, Aphrodite lived. She was not confined to temples or myths. She existed wherever beauty, desire, and passion took root. Even now, as the sun dips beneath the horizon, and the sea sighs beneath the moon. One might sense her in the shimmer of waves, the blush of dawn, the quiet pulse of the human heart. She does not fade, for love never fades. It transforms, endures, and calls forth both joy and sorrow in equal measure. To know Aphrodite is to recognize the force that moves the world, invisible yet undeniable, gentle yet unyielding, eternal yet ever-changing. Her story is not bound by parchment or stone. It is written in the hearts of all who love, who dream, who ache. And in that endless rhythm, Aphrodite reigns, eternal and radiant, the goddess who is both the flame and the wind, the song and the silence, the beginning and the never-ending.